really want. I want.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Well, if you want to describe the two teams going at it tonight, they are fresh, young, and hungry. Kenny, how hard is it for these two coaches to get their guys to play consistently?
I mean, experience is probably the most valuable tool in the NBA, and that inexperience makes it.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. At power forward, Kevin Garnett. At point guard, Zach LaVine. At the other guard position, Ralph Bass. At center, Karl Anthony Towns. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'3", number 20, Jimmy Floyd.
Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, so on the floor for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front, and it's LaVine in at the point. LaVine's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Scott. Embiid dishes to Roten. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Martin.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
And it's Wiggins missing. Philadelphia leading by 3. And a wide open look for Freak. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Right side, Martin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Tried by Scott. Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Scott's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Levine. Outside for Martin. Launches it. Rebounded by Covington.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Scott. Soft touch off the glass.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
For the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And it's Wiggins missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Roten, the pass to Scott. Kicks it to Covington. And Bede the screen. Here's Scott. Oh, good on the 3. Martin inside. Nice D from Scott. And here we go. Fast break. Roten's got it. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Roten. Roten's got his 3rd assist on the night. 1 second left. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76. We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend.
You know, Vic was my brother. Blood couldn't have made us any closer. And everything feels like it just happened yesterday. So I'm just trying to take things one day at a time, you know. I'm very grateful for my family, my teammates and coaches for supporting me during this difficult season. I miss Vic. But I'll press on. Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Substitution on the court.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Levine is out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Boozer. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Towns in at the 5, home in the paint. Timberwolves trail by 8. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He dropped in 24 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Vicious to Noel. On the wing, Scott. A 24-point outing in their last game.
He made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
The 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Pekovic is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 6. Levine kicks to Towns. Doubled by Scott. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Muhammad dishes to Levine. Trains it from 9 feet away. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But looks like they're putting it together right now.
1:27 left in the first half. Pass to Pekovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Here's Scott. And the 76ers get it back. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the put.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now off the inbound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the paint. Here's Covington. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Scott. Scott missing again. Here's Levine. Here's Muhammad. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Timberwolves missed out on some chances at the line today. 0-6 of 11.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And the second free throw, good. Up in time. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And that does it for the first half of play. 76ers ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. With a completely new group now. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Martin subbed in for Wiggins. Scott in at 2 guard. Grant is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Watkins in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Dean passes to Martin. Beyond the arc. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Levine.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them, the way they were able to take care of their business.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, anytime you have an advantage on the team and you're looking to pile up wins, you like to have them on your schedule more times than just a couple.
Kept alive. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Zhang.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. In third, Kevin Martin.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And he's good on the second. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against Milwaukee.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Feeds to Pekovic. Out to the right wing. Muhammad with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Martin goes in. Here's Muhammad. And the layup's good off the glass. Muhammad's got 6 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Scott. A three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 8.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Embiid the screen. Scott against Martin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your 76ers.
That's good from Noel.
Nerlens Noel. At the line for 2.
All free throws good from Noel. 54 seconds left in the third. They double him with 3. Outside, Martin. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. So changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Garnett comes in for Gorgui Dieng. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Levine. On the court for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett. And it's Muhammad in at the point. And that one's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Tried by Scott. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
He is a rarity among NBA's point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position. He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And that one is stuffed right through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
They get it back. Outside for Martin. Poke loose. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Zach LaVine's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Here's Levine. Sweet little floater.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Wiggins with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pass is checked in. And Philadelphia has possession. Covington kicks to Scott. Out to the wing for the three. Covington's shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that.
Second chance shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Noel's checked in. Shoots the three. Scott can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. Shot from 12. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Towns. That's 10 points for Garnett.
Oh, fantastic quarter for him here in the fourth. I mean, efficiency personified here.
Covington dishes to Scott. Scott missing again. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Towns. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Levine, and it's Noel with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Levine. Towns wide open, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
At the line for your
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Can't get the ball in and have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
Wiggins kicks to Levine. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones kicks to Boozer. Bass passes to Jones. The dish to Bass. Takes the three. No good. So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game. After not even being in the starting lineup, he's an other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. It is.